Hi everyone, my name is Nia and I'm excited to meet you. I recently joined the Nanny Parent Connection team, and I'm filling in for Laura, while she focuses on connecting parents with child care providers, as well as expanding Nanny Parent Connection. Today, let's talk about letters of recommendation. Specifically, let's discuss: what is a letter of recommendation? Why are they important? How to ask for a letter of recommendation? How to write a letter of recommendation? Let's dive in. First, what is a letter of recommendation and why are they so important? Letters of recommendation are a third-party statement about a child care provider's skills, achievements, and how their previous success means they will also add value to the next family they work with. While it's important to review a candidate's resume or background check report, a letter of recommendation, or several, can provide insight into what other families that have worked with your potential nanny have to say about them. If you are a nanny or a sitter, we recommend having at least 2 or 3 letters of recommendation ready to send out to prospective families. Pro tip: parents, you should consider having letters of recommendations from previous child care providers that you have worked with as well, especially when looking for a more experienced nanny. A solid letter of recommendation from your previous nanny or sitter could tip the scales in your favor if your nanny candidate is considering multiple families. Asking for a letter of recommendation can feel daunting, especially if you've never done so before. Here are our tips on how to ask for a letter of recommendation from a family or nanny that you have worked with in the past. 1. Choose the right person. Select someone who knows you well and can speak to your skills, accomplishments, and character. We recommend selecting a family or provider that you worked with for an extensive period of time, instead of one just babysitting gig or 2. Choose someone who you are confident can accurately describe their experience working with you. 2. Plan ahead and make the ask. Give the person enough time to write the letter. Ideally, ask for the recommendation at least a few weeks before you need it. Consider requesting a brief phone call to discuss the recommendation. This allows you to explain your goals and provide context. 3. Be clear about your goals. Clearly explain why you need the letter of recommendation and what you hope to achieve with it. A good opening line is: I'm beginning my search for my next family and would love to share a recommendation from you about our time working together. Or, if you are a parent, we are beginning to look for a new nanny and would love to share a letter of recommendation from you with potential candidates. 4. Provide relevant information. Offer the person information about your achievements, skills, and experiences that you would like them to highlight. This can help them tailor the letter to your specific needs. 5. Express gratitude. Politely express your gratitude for their time and willingness to write the letter. Let them know that you value their opinion and believe their support will significantly contribute to your application. Remember, it's going to take an investment of time from this person to write this letter for you. 6. Assure them of a choice. Make it clear that you understand if they are unable or uncomfortable writing the recommendation. You want them to feel at ease declining if they don't think they can provide a strong endorsement. 7. Follow up with details. The person agrees to write the letter, follow up with the specific details they might need, such as when you need it by, who to address the letter to, etc. 8. Send a thank you note. After they've written the letter, send a sincere thank you note or email expressing your appreciation for their time and support. Let them know the outcome if possible. Have you been asked to provide a letter of recommendation for a child care provider or family that you have worked with? The most effective letters of recommendation involve the story of your time working with this individual. Here are our tips for writing an effective letter of recommendation. 1. Format the letter. Follow a standard business letter format, including your name, title, organization, date, and the recipient's name and address. Use a professional tone throughout the letter. 2. Begin with a salutation. Start your letter with a formal salutation addressing the recipient by name. If you don't know the name, use a general greeting such as, "to whom it may concern." 3. Introduction. In the opening paragraph, introduce yourself and mention how you know the individual. Include your professional relationship, the duration, and any relevant context. A good example is: Sally was the nanny for my 2 children from January 2022 through December 2023. 4. Tell the story. Spend 2 or 3 paragraphs telling the story of working with this individual. Include information about what the individual's duties were, how the children interacted with them, what they accomplished, etc. Make sure to highlight any specific strengths and skills and address any weaknesses, if applicable. 5. Conclusion. In the conclusion, summarize the key points and reiterate your recommendation. Express your confidence in the individual's abilities and potential. 6. Offer contact information. Provide your contact information and encourage the recipient to reach out if they have any further questions. 7. Close with a formal sign-off. End the letter with a formal closing such as "Sincerely" or "Best regards," followed by your signature. We hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please click the like button, subscribe, or ring the bell so that you can be notified when more of these videos come out in the future. And if you haven't caught it already, here's a really helpful video you don't want to miss. Hiring a new nanny. Do not skip this. Thanks everyone. Bye.